Ladies and gentlemen, there comes a moment in every person's life when the weight feels too heavy, when the storms keep coming, and when negativity seems like the easiest thing to fall into. And if you're going through something like that, I want to tell you something important. Staying positive in the middle of chaos is not luck. It's not magic. It's a choice that can transform everything about your life. Imagine walking through your hardest days with strength instead of fear, clarity instead of confusion, and resilience instead of defeat. Imagine refusing to let circumstances control your mood, your actions, or your future. That power already exists inside you, and today you're going to learn how to unlock it. Because the truth is simple, you don't rise when life is easy. You rise when life is challenging. And how you respond in those moments determines whether you survive or whether you thrive. So stay with me. This might be the turning point you've been waiting for. Tough times are not a mistake. They're the process. People often ask, why is life so hard? But think about it. If life never challenged you, you would never grow. If nothing stretched you, you would never discover your strengths. Life was never designed to be easy. It was designed to shape you. Some days everything flows. Other days it feels like the world has closed its doors and put a try again later sign in front of you. That's life. But what matters is not what happens to you. What matters is how you respond. Anyone can smile when the bank account is full, when the health is great, when everything is smooth, but the real test of character is how you show up when the storms hit. Remember this, don't wish for things to be easier, wish for yourself to be better. Don't hope for smaller problems, build bigger skills, because when you grow, your problems shrink. Pressure creates diamonds, winter prepares the ground for spring, struggle prepares you for strength. So when life pushes you, push back harder. When the winds rise, use them to lift your wings. You are far stronger than you think. It's time to start believing it. Guard your mind. It's your most valuable asset. Your mind is a garden. And like any garden, something will always grow inside it. If you don't plant intentionally, the weeds will take over. Negativity doesn't need watering. Fear doesn't need encouragement. Doubt doesn't need permission. They show up on their own unless you guard your mind. What you watch, what you listen to, who you talk to, the environments you stay in, these are all seeds. You either plant flowers or you let weeds grow. Some people spend hours feeding themselves negativity, news, gossip, toxic conversations, pessimistic voices, and then wonder why their dreams feel distant and their motivation dies. But you can take your mind back. You can pull the weeds. You can plant new seeds. Feed yourself with ideas that stretch you, books that inspire you, voices that lift you, people that challenge you to rise. And when negativity tries to enter your mind, you say, not in my garden. Stand guard at the door of your mind as if your future depends on it, because it does. Build a strong philosophy. Your life needs a foundation. Everything in life, business, relationships, success, operates on principles. Your personal philosophy is the lens through which you see the world. If the lens is distorted, the world looks distorted. If the foundation is weak, the building collapses. Sadly, most people inherit their philosophy from others. Parents, society, negativity, fear, instead of building it intentionally. But you're different. Your philosophy should say, I am responsible for my life. I can grow, I can change. Failure is feedback, not a finish line. Small, consistent actions create massive results. Every day is a chance to upgrade who I am. You don't build this philosophy in one day. You build it brick by brick through books, mentors, experiences, reflection, and honesty. Once your philosophy becomes strong, life stops knocking you down. You become unshakable. You develop an inner compass that guides you through any storm. That's the power of a strong foundation. Master your self-talk. Speak to yourself like a leader. The most important conversation you will ever have is the one you have with yourself. Your mind listens to your voice more than anyone else's. If you tell yourself you're not enough, you'll act like you're not enough. If you tell yourself you're capable, you'll rise to match that belief. Never say something to yourself you don't want to become true. Never say something to yourself you wouldn't say to someone you love. Self-talk is not about lying. It's about reminding yourself of your strength. Instead of saying, I can't do this, say, I'm learning, I'm growing, I'm improving. Instead of saying, it'll never succeed, say, watch me. Speak life into your future. Speak belief into your actions. Speak power into your identity, because your future depends on the words you repeat today. Focus on what you can control. Release what you can't. You can't control the weather. You can't control the economy. You can't control other people's opinions. but you can control your choices, your attitudes, your habits, your character, your response. Life becomes lighter the moment you stop carrying what was never yours to carry. When you invest your energy into what you can control, everything changes. You become calmer, you become stronger, you become the thermostat, not the thermometer. You set the temperature of your life instead of absorbing everyone else's. That's power. Choose your associations. They decide your altitude. You will become like the people you spend time with. Some people lift you, some people lean on you, some people drain you. Your future is too valuable to let drainers pull you down. You have three choices: dissociate, walk away from those who constantly hurt your mindset and your growth. Limit, reduce time with people who don't feed your future. Seek out people who challenge you, inspire you, stretch you, and elevate you. Growth is contagious when you're around the right people. The final message: tough times are part of life. Negativity is part of life. Pressure is part of life. But so is strength. So is resilience. So is greatness. And today, you have a choice. Will you let life happen to you? Or will you rise, decide, and take control of your future? Choose positivity. Choose strength. Choose growth. Choose the mindset that refuses to break, because you are far more powerful than you have ever been told. Growth is contagious, and the moment you decide to rise, everything around you begins to shift. Life doesn't change when circumstances get easier. It changes when you become stronger, clearer, and more disciplined. Every single day, you are either feeding your excuses or feeding your future, and the people you surround yourself with play a massive role in that journey. The right people elevate your standards, expand your mindset, and challenge you to become a version of yourself you never thought possible, while the wrong crowd slowly drains your energy, your passion, and your purpose without you even realizing it. Success is never accidental. It's built through consistent decisions, small improvements, and a refusal to settle for a life that doesn't match your potential. You must protect your focus like it's your greatest asset, because it is. Where your focus goes, your energy flows, and where your energy flows, your reality grows. Your dreams require courage, but courage grows when you stop doubting your abilities and start trusting your direction. You are one mindset shift away from a completely different life, one decision away from momentum, one habit away from transformation, one environment away from becoming unstoppable. So choose growth, choose discipline, choose people who make you better, and choose to become the person your future self will thank you for. Your life is not waiting for luck. It's waiting for you to finally say, this is my moment. There will always be moments in life where everything feels heavy, where doubt whispers louder than your dreams, where failures seem bigger than your faith, and where the path ahead feels unclear. But remember this: pressure is not your enemy. Pressure is proof that you are growing. Diamonds are formed under pressure, not comfort. Every setback carries a lesson. Every delay carries a purpose, and every challenge carries a hidden strength waiting to be discovered within you. The version of you that you dream of becoming isn't created during easy days. It's shaped through resilience, patience, and the quiet battles you fight when no one else is watching. So stop fearing the hard moments, embrace them. Because every time you push through, every time you refuse to quit, every time you take one more step when the world expects you to stop, you are rewriting your destiny. You must protect your inner world more than anything else, because your mind is the engine that drives every direction in your life. If your thoughts are weak, your decisions will be weak. If your focus is scattered, your journey will be scattered. This is why discipline is a superpower in a world full of distractions. Every day, millions of things will fight for your attention, but only one thing truly matters: your purpose. And when you commit to that purpose, the noise around you begins to fade. You start realizing that not everything and not everyone deserves access to your mind. The world will try to convince you that you're not ready, that you're not capable, that your dream is too big. But the truth is, the world only wins when you stop believing in yourself. Your vision must be louder than the doubts around you, and your commitment must be stronger than the excuses that try to slow you down. Success will never come from comfort, and greatness will never come from staying the same. You have to be willing to outgrow versions of yourself that no longer serve your future. You have to be willing to walk away from habits that drain you, conversations that limit you, and environments that keep you trapped in the same old cycle. Growth is uncomfortable because it requires you to stretch, to change, to let go, and to step into unfamiliar territory. But that discomfort is the birthplace of transformation. Every successful person you admire once stood exactly where you stand now, uncertain, afraid, unsure. The difference is they chose to leap anyway. And that's your challenge today, to leap, to trust the process, to trust yourself, to trust that the life you want is on the other side of the risks you've been avoiding. Your story is far from over, and the next chapter begins the moment you decide that nothing can stop you, not fear, not doubt, not the past, not the opinions of others. Only you decide where your future goes next.